stress.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for Love after Lockup Season 4, Episode 1. After 18,000 seasons and 50 million episodes, we finally get a new season, and it's Episode 1. I am so happy this is not Season 3, Episode 98, honey. Please and thank you for letting them know to stop doing that run along seasons or whatever. But let's get into we have new fools, new foolishness, and new drama with this whole new season with new people. Well, Indy is not new. Indy was on Love during Lockup or whatever, but again. It's still all new stuff. We ain't got Michael and Sarah no more. We ain't got Ashley and Tony no more. Okay, just all newness that we love or whatever. First things first, do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and dot. Okay, do not forget to also do all these things right here. Like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video, relax, relate, release, send yourself and everyone around you, and also inhale and exhale. Okay, and please make sure to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter. I will not be on screen for this review because why? It is 4:55 in the morning, and honey, I'm just not camera ready. Okay, but the foolishness I'm gonna say is still here. Now I will be live later on today because this is 4:55 in the morning on Sunday, so it's around 5 p.m. I'm gonna be live, a real live. This is a premiere, so thank y'all for watching this premiere. But I'll be live later on today around 5 p.m. To do Raise to Love and Ladies Who List Atlanta. Okay, but let's just get started with this season of honey. I was like, it's only episode 1, and I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So first couple up, new couple on the show. Okay, we have Rick and Raydean. I'm like, Raydean? Now, Rick is 49, and he's a teleservice operations manager. Raydean is 29. Yes, they are 20 years apart, okay? And she was in prison for possession of a controlled substance and evading arrest, meaning she had some drugs and she ran. Okay, I was like, Flojo, gotta go, but they got her. Okay, so she was in prison. Now Rick say how he slept with over 300 women or whatever, that he was a whole slut out Beatrice. He was slutting it up with himself, okay? But now he is in love with Raydean. Yes, 29-year-old Raydean. That's what 49-year-old Rick says. Now, he said he met her through people in his motorcycle club. You know, he's in the club or whatever. They ride around. So he met her through them back when he was 40. Okay, he said, and she was around 18 or 19. I was like, dirty old man, dirty old man. Because again, you're 40, sir. What do you at 40 have to even want to talk to somebody who's 18 or 19? Okay. So again, he met her back then. They went in about 3 days. He said they never had sex. Mm-hmm. Our other Kellys are the same thing, but I don't believe either one of y'all. Okay. Now he says because they never had sex or whatever. However, she then kind of just disappeared. Okay. He said then later on, like months later, he got a letter from her because what happened? She was arrested. Okay. She was in jail for what? You know, um, drugs, okay, and running from the police. He was like, so she's only been in jail for 5 years right now. Now, even though she was sentenced to 10 years, she's done 5 years, okay? So I'm assuming when he met her at 18 or 19, they were friends over a couple of years before she got arrested and went to prison. So the whole 5 years she's been in prison, they've been talking and falling in love and writing letters and talking on the phone. He would go visit her a couple times. So now as he say, he's in love with this child. Okay, with this child. Anyway, so she getting out on parole or whatever, and she was going to a halfway house for about 2 months, but he wants to be with her. As he said, she's lost so many people in her family. Her daddy lost his leg, you know what I'm saying? So she really needs a support system, when she gets out. And I want me to be the support system, and also my motorcycle friends to also be a support system for her. And I was like, Mm-mm. Now, when his friend point out, well, is it a scam? Because she is a whole prisoner. She's a whole felon. She was a drug addict and everything. Saying, is that a good thing to do? Now, he said, well, yeah, it's okay because I have been to prison. Okay, I used to be on drugs. I say, well, sir, are y'all the same people? Now, he said he used to do heroin. Okay, heroin. He said he was on drugs when he was like 12. He said to 18. A part of me feel like, sir, did you really stop at 18 or is that a lie? I just want to know. But as he says, he's been off drugs for a long time and he, leans on his family in the motorcycle world to be a support system. So you want that first too. I guess that's a good thing. You do have to have a support system to be able to stay clean. But again, the back of friends feel like him saying it's a scam. Okay, she could be scamming him for money. Now he said he has spent $10,000 on her since she's been in prison for these past 5 years. I thought, oh, 10 grand. What did she need for 10 grand? Was that for phone calls, food? I don't know. That's a lot of money. Okay, now he also brings up how he knows how to please a woman and how his balls or penis does not sag. He then stood up in the confessional and showed the production people, the camera people, his penis and his balls. I was like, sir, no one needed to see that because his thing is, because she's younger, because he's older, he wants to be sure that people know ain't nothing wrong with his penis. I was like, sir, we don't care about your penis. We don't. We don't even want you that. We don't want you banging Raydean. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, thank you. We don't want you with her. But again, that's all we got from Raydean and Rick. We gonna see what happened with them next week. Okay. Now next we have Honey Indy and Harry. Now, again, as I said before, they were on Love during Lockup. Even though I did not review that whole show, I did watch most of it, not all of it or whatever. But we know Indy is 29. She's a makeup artist. Harry is 24. He's 24. He's been in jail, I think, for 4 years at this point in time for aggravated robbery and kidnapping. Yeah, they robbed someone and the kidnapping is because they forced the person to go with them. What is kidnapping? So yeah, yeah. And Indy has two children. Okay, one child lives with I think the father, and her other daughter kind of lives with her mom. But Indy is a whole fool. Indy was on Love during Lockup, talking to psychics or whatever. She drove and moved to Ohio. This foolishness all up and through. Anyway, she met Harry through. Now look, Harry's cute, but Harry's a baby. Okay, he's an itty bitty baby. Anyway, so India, met him through a video. No, not met him, but she would not. Well, I guess she did. She met him because she saw a video he posted on TikTok. How was prisoners on TikTok? Ain't they in prison? Should not be banned. Anyway, so she seen the thing he posted on TikTok. Oh my God, I have to talk to him. And she contacted him, okay, in prison. They had now been dating for a year. Now, she was told by her psychic that he was cheating. Okay, that happened on Love During Lockup or whatever. But he denied cheating on her, even though she found photos in his, because he got out, he's in a halfway house. She found photos on his phone of women who were like naked or scantily. It was chicks in real life who sent him naked photos or whatever. And so when she confronted him about it over the phone, he got pissed, she got pissed, they had a whole scream match or whatever, and they had a whole big argument because she caught him cheating and he didn't want to admit to it. So when they talked the following day, he now say, I just made a mistake. I'm sorry. I will never talk to you the way I did. I didn't do I just want to fix things. I'm like, oh really? Really? Hmm. He then said, so you're gonna come back to Ohio because she lives in Maryland. Yeah, she lives in Maryland. She's gonna be leaving all her people in Maryland to go be in Ohio, even though she don't have no job, she don't have no apartment, nothing. Okay, and so she really decides to go to Ohio to be with him. Now this man been in jail for 4 years. Okay, but she believes he's different. He's no longer a robber and the kidnapper no more. Okay, he is grown, even though he has not even been out to show her he's changed. She believes the stranger is not who he was when he went to prison before she knew him. I'm like, she's stupid. Now, she lived with her sister. You know why? Because her life ain't in order. Her and her daughter living with her sister. So she said it's easy for me to pack up and leave because I don't have my own house. I'm like, first of all, ma'am, it should not be easy for you to pack up and leave because you have a daughter. Okay, not only one daughter, you have two daughters. What about the daughter who lived with her father? Just fuck that daughter? Okay, if you say so. Now, her sister, like, you should not be forgiving him so easy. You were very, very upset about finding out he was cheating or whatever. So how are you so calm right now? This this girl, this lady, this fool says because we're spiritually married, okay, and we took vows and made a commitment. Even though we're not legally married, we are spiritually married or whatever. And I am committed to making my relationship work. I was like, honey, you are prepared to be a fool on Timbuktu Tuesday because that's what it is, okay? Now, when the sister's like, are you sure? Like, I don't think that no one supports her decision to be with him for many reasons. I think the main reason is she a few crayons short of a full deck of crayons, okay? And she's not making smart decisions, okay? The fact that you do not know this young man, you are older than this young man, and you're really just trying to just throw caution to the wind. He's my spiritual husband. I love him. Does he love you? Because I have not out, girl. When she said it would hurt me more to not be with him than it is for me to stay with him and work things out because I love him unconditionally. Okay, that means some people say I love you but don't cheat on me. I love you but don't lie to me. I'm like, bitch, you don't want to tell them to do those things. Okay, she said, I love him unconditionally, which to me means he can do whatever and she will forgive him because she does not want to put any rules on what he can't do. I was like, that's a fool right there. If you ask me, not her mama. Okay. Her mama, first of all, I need someone to advise her mama to not have black lip liner and gold lipstick. Okay, just any other lipstick will do with no lip liner. Okay, I'm pleased and thank you. But her mama's right in saying, "Girl, you're a fool." Okay, we do not support you in this decision to go be in this other state with that man because the mama and I think the mama and the brother Mama and somebody, a male in her family, went with her the first time to Ohio when she then did not have a place to live and was living in a motel, not a hotel, a motel, not even a Holiday Inn. The motel, the dirty place, heard her daughter in a motel in Ohio because she wanted to go be with him. And then she couldn't even see that man for 15 seconds across the room. I was like, see, stupidity causes stupid situations or whatever. So she came back because again he wasn't out yet. But again, I'm like, whatever. Now, but again, the mom like, girl, I don't support this. You don't know that man. He's a whole stranger danger. Her mom's a bounty hunter. But I'm like, bounty hunt your daughter's ass some common sense. Go find your child's common sense. Please and thank you. Okay. Anyway, so she goes to Ohio. She moves. She packs up her car, her and her daughter, and she drives the 6-7 hours to get to Ohio. Now she gonna be living with Harry's sister in Ohio. Okay. Now the sister we see her talk to, on Love during lockup, and the sister said, "Y'all can't, I can't really have y'all living with me." Well, that sister is now having them live with her, and she looks good. Now I don't have any photos of her, but again, it's what it is. Um, but I was like, what? What's going on? And her and the sister talking. And the sisters asked, so how long y'all gonna live here? You know what I'm saying? Because it's weird because I don't really know you, you know what I'm saying? But my brother seems like he likes you or whatever. So that's why I'm okay with y'all being here. Look, I love my brother. God knows I do. But if my brother had been in prison for 4 years after robbery and kidnapping, and he met some lady when he was in prison, we don't know. He can't come live with me. He can't come live with me with her and her daughter. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Because she could be nuts. She could kill me and him. No, mm-mm. Get out of my face. Now, Indy say, about a couple months or whatever, I gotta get a job. And she's like, well, yes, you do. You doing so because y'all can't be here not working. And say, my house, my rules. The sister is being absolutely, legitimately concerned and smart about what should and should happen in her house and how y'all can't be sitting around here and doing nothing. Because I don't want y'all here already. Okay. Now I'm gonna be like whatever. And when Indy then said, well, I talked to my psychic. Now the first time she told the sister about her psychic, she was like, I don't know why I don't believe in psychics or whatever, and I don't know why anybody would base their life decisions on a psychic. I said that's stupid. And when Indy then said her psychic told her that it's gonna be rocky at first, okay, but it's gonna all work out, it's gonna be fine. The sister said, you do not need to be listening to those psychics. You need to make your own decisions because you was here in my house. Your daughter was with you. Your daughter calling him daddy or whatever. If he just decides he don't want you no more tomorrow, what you gonna do? And your daughter is now attached to some man she don't know and calling him daddy. And I was like, she just read you for filth, Andy. Read you down. You have moved you and your child here to be with a man you don't even know. Honey, Jesus said be smart and she being stupid. Anyway, so we do see Harry tells her, because she drove up there. He was supposed to get out the following day, but he calls and says, okay, I'm going to get out at midnight. She's like, midnight? How you going to get out at? You supposed to get out tomorrow. He said, well, no, because at midnight, that's technically my out date. So I can get out at midnight or wait till 6 a.m. and I want to get out immediately. Come get me now, okay? And so we see she go pick him up and he's out. Okay. Now let me say this. Harry is an attractive young man, but he's a baby. He's an itty bitty baby. Okay. But he's a handsome ass baby. And I think he know he handsome. He know he's attractive. Okay. And he probably has a nice size dick. So I think he's aware I can hoodwink and bamboozle her even from prison. Because India is a couple ice picks short of picking some ice. Okay, she's short of whatever needed for something. Because I'm like, is it not clicking? You don't know that man, okay? Now, while he's very, very happy to be out, it's amazing to be out. I have a whole second chance. It's amazing being with Indy. I'm happy she's here. I love her. Blah, 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 blah. I'm grateful. All this sounds cute because he's fresh out, okay? But I can feel in my spirits, in my bones, this is going to be a bunch bullshit that she gonna look back and say, why did I do that? Why did I move me and my daughter to that man's sister house with no job to be with him for no damn reason? And the fact that she's hoping to fuck that man in that man's sister house with her daughter around there is crazy to me. The fact that you don't have enough sense or no money to go get a hotel room to fuck that man before, or just not around other people, okay? And then the fact that she left her child with his family to go pick him up from prison. You don't know them people. I would never leave my kid with some fucking girl. You left your kid with strangers. What? She don't know them. Just get out my face. And Indy, I just, some people make decisions and they be stupid decisions. And I feel like she's making very dumb decisions for no apparent reason. Okay, we're gonna move on from her and stuff because she's foolishness all up and through. The next couple we have is Taylor and Chance. Okay, Taylor is 26. She works in payroll. I'm like payroll. And Chance is 41. Okay, it's 41, and he is in jail for burglary and grand theft. Okay, 7 years. Now Taylor says her and Chance has been together for almost a year. Okay, almost. Now he's in prison for robbing a bank. Okay, that was in a grocery store back in 2013, and he's been in prison for 8 years. Yes, he's been in for 8 years, and she's only been talking to him for less than a year. Now, when she said he went to the bank and he was fighting with the teller or whatever, he asked her for the money, and then she gave. I was like, "Ma'am, do not tell me that man ain't robbed no bank," because she gave the money because he asked her. He robbed her. She didn't want to die. I'm like, Taylor, it's already being foolish, foolish. Now, Taylor, as we see again, Taylor is 26. Remember that. She's 26. She met him through her ex boyfriend. Yep. Chance was in prison with her ex boyfriend. And when her ex boyfriend got out, Chance would call her phone looking for her boyfriend at the time. And then she said, we became friends. We started liking each other. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to go see him in prison. And now we're a couple. I was like, girl, you was with one man who was in prison and left that one to be with his cellmate? I can't. I cannot. Now she say how I don't know how to mean Chris. What's his name? Chance. She say Chance is obsessed with her. He's always calling her. If she doesn't answer, he'll keep calling over and over again. He would even call her or have other inmates or other people call her when he cannot get in contact with her. He's a crazy, deranged bank robber and you found it cute because you're a fucking fool, okay? Anyway, because she said, I like it that he's a little bit obsessed with me. I was like, you shouldn't, okay? Murder, 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 girl, run. Now, her twin sister lives with her in her house, okay? Now, the twin sister has been in jail, has had some run ins or whatever, this and that, and this. So I think it was like gun charges or whatever. And so she hopes her sister and Chance will get along, okay? Because the sister feel like, girl, you want some bullshit. You should not do that, man. I don't trust it. I don't either. And I don't know none of y'all, okay? Now, we then find out 26-year-old Taylor has three children, three daughters, an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And so, yeah, 26-year-old Taylor with three daughters is anticipating Chance, who she don't know from Adam or Eve, okay, or Steve, or Noah, okay, of nobody in the Bible, okay. She don't know them from a can of paint, okay. And she want this man to get out of prison and come live with her, her twin sister, and her three daughters. I never understand how women with children are willing to have their child be living with around a man they don't know. I don't get it. Don't make no sense to me, okay? Now she brings up how her oldest two daughters' father died in a car accident back in 2015. He was getting a car ride from a friend. The friend was being on some bullshit. Friend was driving over 100 miles an hour. The car flipped. Man died. Okay, so the oldest to the 8-year-old and 5-year-old father, he's passed away. The 4-year-old's the 4-year-old daughter's father, she said we don't really talk at all, but he come get her every weekend. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So she said Chance told me he would be a father figure to my kids when he gets out of prison. I was like, that man don't know you well enough to want to be a father figure to your children. Okay, don't do that and send them on the phone when they was in a car and her daughter said, I want to go to prison so I can be with Chance. I say, now why the fuck would she think that? Have y'all told her the prison is cool? Does she not know what prison is? And Taylor didn't say, oh honey, you can't do that. You're not old enough to go to prison. I say, bitch, the reason that you tell your daughter that they can't go to prison should have nothing to do with how old they are. Okay? Because they can then think when I get older, I can go to prison. No, you say you should not want to go to prison. No one should want to be in prison. Chance is in a bad place for doing bad things. Okay, you do not want to go there. But don't make her think she's not old enough to go and now, oh, I gotta get older to get to prison. No, ma'am kind of shit is that? Okay. Anyway, we do see them on the phone talking or whatever. And when he calls her, I've been calling you all day. I've been called you about 10 times. You wasn't answering. She has three children. She's fucking busy because you was in prison and got all the time in the world does not mean she does. I don't like Chance. Don't like him at all. Anyway, they talking or whatever. This fool then say, how big is your garage? I said, why is asked him, is he gonna build a meth lab? Like, why do you care how old? I mean, how big her garage is? And she said it was a 4-car garage, so it's plenty of space in there. And he then say, okay, so I can probably build a room in the garage so your sister can move into the garage instead of living in the house. I said, nigga, what? What? Okay. He said he does not want her sister like getting in between us or whatever. So if your sister moves to the garage, okay, one daughter can then have her own room, and then you can have her own room or whatever, and she can be out there. Because I don't want, if she gets involved in illegal things or whatever, if she could violate my parole if she's into illegal shit. Now, while that's a valid point, he does not want to go back to prison. You can't put my sister in a fucking garage. You can live in a garage, build yourself a room in a garage, but you can't tell me what. Girl, I said, oh, you little motherfucker. I was like, who says that? Now, while Taylor was not okay with that, you can tell she's like, well, no, no, yeah, why? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He then said, oh, when I get home from prison, when I get to your house, babe, because that's not your home, okay? You ain't never been there, okay? But he said when I get home, we can discuss it. We ain't discussing shit. You don't pay no bills here. Your mail don't come here. You don't have a toothbrush in this motherfucker. You can't talk to me about shit with my sister. If you don't like it, bye. I was like, oh, I don't like Chance. No, ma'am. No, sir. And she a fool. She Taylor, you're a whole fool. Okay, your sister's right. He is on some bullshit, and you can delete that man immediately. Okay, let's move on to the next couple. Okay, we have Kayla and Martell. Now, first of all, Martell looks handsome here. Martell also looks like whatever they say he did that shit. Okay, whatever they accuse him of doing based on this photo, oh, he's guilty. Okay, now Kayla's 33 and she works in technical support. Martella's 37, and he was arrested for guns and drug. I'm sorry, your guns and drug trafficking. Well, no, it said drug and gun trafficking. He was doing it all. Okay, 13 years. I was like, damn, 13. Okay, teenager. Anyway, Kayla says how she never was really into bad boys. I was never really into them or whatever. But in 2006, my friend introduced me to her cousin, Martell, okay, who is now the love of my life. And we have been dating for 13 years. I said, 13 years? Wait, so the whole time he was in prison, the whole 13 years, Kayla? Girl, you was a fool if I ever saw one. Okay, now she, again, has been with him all this time or whatever. And she said she's not seen him in person since 2018. I was like, that's girl. Okay. Anyway, so she's moving from Pittsburgh to Atlanta. Okay, to Atlanta. Because he's in Atlanta. He's been released to Atlanta. She's moving there. Now she's the youngest of 13 kids and she's very close to her family. So her moving from Pittsburgh to Atlanta is a huge deal for her. But she's got her cousin lives there too. So she brings up how even though she's moving from one state to the other, okay, and how they have talked about marriage, they are not engaged. Okay. Even though she's leaving her whole family to be with him. Now she brings up how she wants a $40,000 engagement ring. Okay. I say, ma'am, two things. One, that man been in prison for 13 years. He can't afford a ring. Okay. And two, how are you saying that you're high maintenance? You are packing bags and laundry bags. You don't even have luggage. It kills me for someone to say, I'm high maintenance. You have plaid laundry bags, ma'am, as luggage. You ain't got no regular luggage, no suitcase with a zipper and some wheels and a handle. You're packing your clothes and laundry bags. You not high maintenance. Oh, poor, broken, lonely, because you ain't got no money for no luggage. Okay, you want to handle about your rent you can't afford, and you have to be lonely because again, that man been in prison for 30. Well, she may not be lonely. She may not. Okay, now she brings up to her cousin how, when he come home, we having all the sex. We having all the raw sex. He can shoot my vagina on up or whatever. It was saying, I want that bang, bang, bang. And I was like, ma'am, you want raw sex with somebody fresh out of prison who I feel like she's never met him before prison. I feel like her cousin, her friend, introduced them while he was already in prison. Because we don't see not damn photo of them before he was in there, okay? So again, you gonna let a man, at least use condoms. I mean, have sex fine. Because she then said she gonna be ovulating. I was like, not ovulating. You want to get knocked up by a fresh out of prison prisoner? What sense does that make, ma'am? He don't. You know how hard it's gonna be for this man who again was in jail for 13 years for drug and gun trafficking to get a job to be able to afford to do anything. Okay, unless he got money stashed somewhere, that's a secret. You get a ring pop. Okay, but to want to get knocked up, okay, by this man is stupid. Okay, it's stupid. Now she also brings up how his only request was for her not to have sex with anyone while he was in prison. So she's making us think she has not had sex in 13 years. Now I feel like she just don't want to admit she's been fucking other people since that man been gone. Okay, because ain't no way. I'm waiting 13 years for dick from a man who's already in prison. Get out. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Two can stand. Okay. Anyway, that's really all we got from Kayla and Mark. And again, whatever they say Martell did, he did that shit. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the next person. We have Lacey and Antoine. Now, first of all, Lacey's 38. She worked in human resources. Antoine is supposed to be 27. That is one of the oldest 27-year-olds I've ever seen. Okay, except maybe Benjamin Button. Now he's in jail for possession of a stolen vehicle and a DUI. He got 3 years. Now Lacey first tells us how she met her ex-husband. Okay, not old face looking Antoine, but her ex-husband when she was 18 years old. Okay, was with him, had not had any boyfriend before to him, and they were together for almost 20 years, and they grew apart. Okay, and now she's with Antoine. You know who she said he's been locked up since 2018. It's been like 3 years. Now she said she met him 5 years ago. Okay, and how did she meet him? Because she was friends with his mother. Yes, she was friends with his mom, and she's now dating the son. And I was like, and she then brings up how the fact that she, met him or whatever, liked him, that's why she got divorced. Yes, she divorced her husband of almost 20 years to be with a 27-year-old prisoner. Okay? Prisoner. And I was like, what is wrong with people? Now she do bring up how she talked to his mom and say, I want to be sure that you are okay with, with us being together, whatever. And the mom said she was cool with them dating because they both adults. But she say, however, the mom been acting real funny, little stanger dang dank or whatever, ever since her and the son been like officially together. I'm like, you left your husband to be with a prisoner. I don't understand it. Okay, because she admitted to divorcing her husband to be with him. He was the reason for the divorce. So y'all didn't grow apart. You grew a different penis in your heart from him. And I was like, I can't do that. Anyway, so she later on was on the phone with him, and he asked her if she talked to his mother, and she said, well, not really. I'm gonna meet up with her to talk to her since you're coming home from whatever. And we asked like, are y'all beefing? The fact that he know you beefing with his mama is crazy to me. Okay, and then he's like, well, no, we're not beefing. But again, when your mama's been drinking, I just keep my distance because the mama apparently had a drinking problem or whatever. And I was like, not being, girl, you being with a young dude with a mom who's alcoholic, who's your friend. She probably tried to drink because you told her son, okay, look, you stole my son from under me. I'm gonna be drinking anyway. So he does tell her, like, I'm gonna get out. I want to have some fun. I want to go hang out with my friends. And she was like, oh, well, okay, I guess, that'd be okay. And that's kind of the end of the conversation. But she do say, like, I don't want him to, like, forget about me or whatever. I do want him to put me first. We then see her go in her house, sit down at the table, and start writing a letter. She's right. She's been catfishing that man. She will not catfishing him. No, explain. She writes him letters as if she's other females to see if he will write them back. So she's catfishing him to try to catch him cheating on her in prison. I was like, and the fact that she be using other people's addresses, I was like, oh, she's a bit crazy, deranged. Because what 38-year-old woman in human resources is up here sending fake prison letters to him as other females to see if he will write back? I was like, girl, how desperate can you be to do these things? Okay, it's like that does not make any sense. And lastly, the last person we have is Kevin and Tiffany. Okay, Kevin's 38, he's a truck driver. Tiffany, 32, she's in jail for possession of controlled substance and she got 5 years. Kevin came on this episode on a date with a tall chick, okay? And in Kevin's confessional, Kevin said that he is a gently used baby daddy with low miles. I said, this motherfucker here, a gently used baby daddy. I was like, you know what? I like him and hate him in one breath. Okay. Now the date turned out to be a friend who, he probably had he I'm gonna assume they banged once or twice, okay? Anyway, he tells us date his friend about how he's currently dating someone in prison, okay? A chick named Tiffany who's been in prison for 5 years. Now he brings up how they met on Facebook about back in 2016 and they were talking, but then because she's been a drug dealer, she's been a drug dealer, she went to jail. Okay, so she got locked up on drug charges or whatever. And so he's like, we could not be together. Now he brings up how he's ready to be with her. He wants to have a meaningful relationship. He loves her. I want to be with her. Okay. But we then see he has baggage. Okay. He say how every man, every person got that one crazy ex that's always around that won't go away. His crazy ex name is Kayla. Okay, he said Kayla's that one toxic ex and she's crazy. I have not told her about Tiffany because I don't know what she's gonna do. The last time I was like talking to somebody and she found out, she came to my house and keyed the girl's car. I said, oh, that bitch is insane. She's a little bit cuckoo. Cuckoo. I'm like, don't do it. Now, anyway, the friend he's on the date with tells, in the in our interview, how Kevin ain't ready for any kind of relationship. He is a woman's man. I mean, he's always dealing with different women. And ain't no way on God's green earth that he really, really, really just wants to be with Tiffany, okay? He ain't ready, okay? Now, we find out his ex Kayla was someone he dated for like a year. They kind of broke up, whatever. But after they broke up officially, they were friends with benefits. Meaning he kept fucking her. Okay, you broke up with her, kept fucking her. If you know she crazy, why are you still having sex with her? And the fact that throughout the whole episode, she kept calling his phone, meaning they still at least had sex within the past 30 days. Okay? Anyway, he had home packing a bag because he bought things for Tiffany. And the son is even saying, Dad, you gotta stop being an ass on this bullshit with these ladies, okay? I need you to know, you can't be out here fooling people. Like, you need to tell Kayla about Tiffany because it can get crazy. And you never know, Tiffany could go back to prison if Kayla do some bullshit or whatever that's illegal. So, think about that. Tell her the truth and get her away from us. Now, while Kevin is doing his confessional, while he's filming the confessional, Kayla's calling him. Okay, he's ignoring. He never answers the calls. Okay, this bitch pops up to his house, pops up to his house, and as she said to him, she called that man a fucking pussy ass nigga. I think, first of all, is he black? I don't think he's black. And second of all, bitch, you white. How are you calling that man a nigga? I was like, oh, and no one punched her in the esophagus. The fact that she pulled up dressed to fight, because if she said, I know some bitch nigga, your pussy ass nigga, I was like, she gonna keep, okay. Look, these white girls who think they black ain't run across the right black woman. Okay, I'm punching you dead in your throat. Anyway, so she over there being rah 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 rah. I'm like, man, look, she crazy. And this is the thing. So he goes outside to like try to calm her down or whatever. And she like, no, no, y'all ain't finna ruin what me and him got. Tell me what's up. So clearly she know he on the show, but she don't know what's going on. And because he not answering, she's pissed. This is my thing. This is my thing. Um, I'm not fussing and arguing with anybody who has a three-tone car. Okay, her car is three different colors. Okay, and the hood is rusted. She don't have shit to lose. Okay, she pulled up kitty corner. Okay, she gonna look. She ready to go to jail. That's why the son said Tiffany can get can violate her parole based on Kayla's grade. She pulled up in a three-tone car. Okay. The car is colorful, okay? And she up and called that man a nigga, and I don't know why, okay? She has nothing to lose. She is crazy, deranged, and someone needs to call the police immediately, because when he did not answer, she popped up to his house in jogging pants and sneakers. And she walked up like, what you gonna do? What's up? I know some bitch in here. Tell me what's up. Somebody talk to me. She's fussing with production because they can't like tell her shit or whatever. I'm looking like, this is crazy. And then he gonna say, I'm done with her after this. So you lying. You still banking her. The fact that she put up while he was doing confessionals is crazy. That this season is gonna be bad shit crazy. Honey and Kevin, sir, please fix it. Okay, please fix it. Anyway, that was the whole episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. No, I was not on camera, but it's okay because y'all still got all my antics. Okay, and that's what really matters. Okay, but like I told y'all earlier, I will be live later on today to do Ready to Love and Ladies Who List. And I also have to do Married at First Sight. So again, that'll be up sometime later on. Today, I am about to go to bed. Okay, thank y'all for watching the premiere. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner, and always have a great, great day. Peace.